Hey everyone, welcome back again to Joy's Wild Collection for another great video and an episode. And for today's video, we're going with the review. As we all know, yesterday was April 22nd, 2023, and that was Record Store Day for all of us out there, picking up some great materials, new things from the various artists out there that were presenting from them as well. And I'll be honest with you thoroughly, there was just so much that, I couldn't even take, but regardless of that, today's best review is continuation of Elvis Presley, the RCA Rehearsals. Now, we all know that this has been released already from the Elvis on Tour box set that came out beginning of this year. And I'll be honest with you, it's just amazing quality. The sound, the control, overall from all the, I believe it was 6 CD set from that box set. It was about 6 CDs along with the concerts and as well the 2 discs that were rehearsals and with the Blu-ray disc. But what makes it special about this release is since it's on the first time on the vinyl that was probably never released before these rehearsals. And I just watched the review this morning from Ed from the King's Court. And to be honest with you, he gave a good point analogy about this album. Like Ed said, there are outtakes and then there are these rehearsals. The rehearsals make it more special, to my opinion as well. I agree upon that. And let's take a little further look on all of these tracks because thoroughly I have enjoyed it. And again, remember this was recorded through March 27th through the 29th of 1972. So basically, we had on side A on disc, well, LP number one, Burning Love Take 3. Awesome track right there, and I enjoyed it thoroughly, just as is on the box set on the Elvis on tour. Then we go for The Good Times, Take 5, another great track. It just shows his vocally how influential and his energy that he gives in when he starts doing these rehearsals with his band, with his first time with the TC band that he had. And it's just amazing. Then we go on these 2 tracks, Always on My Mind, which is Take 3, and Separate Ways, Take 2. To me, that just shows how much energy and emotions he poured out through his, basically, I would say, from his soul. And during that time, he was just, struggling and he was going through things and it was just being hard for him. And those 2 songs that he was recording, it just had meant a lot to him. And, next we go with The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face is another excellent track right there. That's on side A. That makes up a side A on the LP number one. Then we go with side B, CC Rider Take 2, another awesome track. Proud Mary, I love that song and I love that track. This is take 2. I just unfortunately had a little bit difficulties with my iPhone and the screen just went blank for some reason when I was just recording over here. So I apologize due to my difficulties as always with this, with these lives and recording these videos. This is what happens when you're doing these types of videos. Unfortunately, sometimes there are many takes. I try to do at least 1 to 2 takes and that's all. But let's continue on from CC Rider Take 2 where I had left off. Wonderful, great track that was recorded by Elvis and his band. I enjoyed thoroughly the beautiful rehearsal for him. Then we go on with Proud Mary Take 2, another fantastic track which was written by John Fogerty as well with his band CCR. And then later on was covered by Ike and Tina Turner. Then Elvis Presley with his cover from the live sessions as well, or the live concerts that he has done. Never recorded in the studio. It was just done throughout his live concerts. I enjoyed thoroughly as well. So, Never Been to Spain, Take 2, another fantastic song. Until It's Time for Me to Go, another great hit, along with Polk Salad Alley. His 2 originals, All Shook Up and Heartbreak Hotel. Fantastic. That makes up side B, which is record number 1. Now we go record number 2. We go to side C. We have Help Me Make It Through a Night, another fantastic song with his energy and his most of his vocals that was just so, like the prime of his voice. Then we have Young and Beautiful, Lordy Miss Clody, Release Me and Let Me Love Again, another great song that I enjoyed thoroughly myself. Big Hunk of Love, Take 2, Funny How the Time Slips Away, Can't Help Falling in Love. So that'll make up side number C. not number C, but letter C. But you also could say take whatever. Just and then last but not least, we go with side D, which is most of his spiritual and gospel music. This is where I feel like he puts his most, not only the effort, but his energy, his enthusiasm, his great deal of work, where he showed his passion. He poured everything out throughout from the early recordings that he'd done from the 50s through the 60s and 70s, all through his singles, his EPs, and his albums they have released. This by far on this rehearsal, you could hear how he's really going with the flow with his band and everything. So you have I, John. Then you have Bosom of Abram, number 2. Then you have You Better Run. Lead Me, Guide Me is a fantastic, fantastic song that I love thoroughly. Then you have Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus, Near My God to Thee. And last but not least, which we cannot without a doubt say how great the art is, one of the most profound recordings that Elvis has ever done. I mean, you could all take a look again. And, you could give me your thoughts as well. What do you think about it? Have you heard all these tracks as well from the day one when it was released on the box tour sets as well, on the beautiful box tour set? I know there were so many criticizations as well. People always had criticized. Even myself, I have pointed out a few little flaws in here and there. But overall, I would just say the box set is a complete box set. That yes, it could have more things in it, but to me, the sound, the quality, the control, there's nothing else that you could put on top of it. Top notch, superb. That's my take on it. So, I mean, if you guys disagree or agree with me, you can leave your comment again below on this video. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. And again, to all my new viewers and my subscribers as well, I really appreciate for you subscribing to my channel. I hope that these contents are going to continue on, making it enjoyable for you as well as for me, because you're the guys who make this possible, not just for me and my channel, but for all the other Elvis's channel out there. And I know that for a fact, because we interact in the community with the Elvis community, especially us, the creators, with our own channels. And we sincerely and deeply appreciate each and one of you. Just how Elvis is the name that his legacy just keeps on living and thriving. So let's keep that on and keep it alive and well. Guys, have a wonderful, again, blessed Sunday. Take care and be well.